Hey there, it's Lawso here, the assassin. Today, I would like to talk about the question of how much does a website cost? And it's sort of one of those things you'd love to know as a business owner when you talk to people like me. Pretty hard one to answer because the usual answer is, what do you want included? And often you don't know what you don't know. So it's very difficult. And you're asked 3 or 4 different providers, they'll all have a different take on what they think you should have according to what their normal deliverables are. So I'll tell you a story about a business owner I spoke to many years ago. And he said, "Oh, what would the average cost of a website be?" I said, "Well, the things that we really need around, this is about over 10 years ago, we really need around $10,000 to be able to get a really good outcome for our customers." He said, "Oh, I got mine built for 3. And when I had a look at it, it was pretty average, and it seemed obvious to me that all he had paid for was the technology side of things, the web developer to build it in WordPress. So it's often very confusing. Like, you can build your own on Squarespace for $300 a year. So where is the cost? I think the thing you really need to think about is, what sort of business have you got? What's the technology profile of your competitors? How sophisticated? What sort of effort and budget did they put into theirs? Do you need to go that hard, or do you have to go more than what they spent? Is there something you can do differently? If there's another technology you can use that'll give you a better outcome? There's a lot of things involved. So just coming up with a blanket figure is quite difficult. We sort of look at people's turnover or their turnover aspirations, and look at a percentage of that to see what we can throw into a marketing budget. And some of that will be web related, some of it will be content related. So there's the technology side, there's the thinking that goes behind what you should have in terms of your strategy. And that's competitor analysis as well. There's keyword analysis for search engine optimization. So there's a lot of things. So if you're a startup, often what we'll do is we'll just do that strategy bit and help you with the content, and then you go and build it on Squarespace. And if you're a one-man operator, that's certainly where some of our clients start. And then once they get some results, and then we want to go a little bit more extensive and they've got a broader offering, then we'll build them something different and some different technology later on. So depends where you're at, where you want to go. Like, if you're starting out as a pure e-commerce business and you're playing against some big players, well, you're going to have some pretty good tech to be able to muscle up against them so that you can present what you have as good, if not better, than what they do. So there's so much to this that you can't really answer it. It's a case of talking to some people who know what they're doing. And look, we don't have to be the ones that you choose, but I can certainly give you some advice on the options that you're considering and the pros and cons of what they will give you. So I'm happy to do that. And hope you find this useful. Thanks.